Yo! What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Captain Smooth. Hey, man, and we're back at it with another motherfucking banger video, man. And in today's video, we are gonna talk about the 5 things that has been officially changed in college football 26. Now, if you guys watched a few videos ago, I talked about the 5 things that needs to be removed and taken out of college football 26. Now, we're going to talk about the 5 things that have been confirmed that won't work in college football 26. Now, before we get into the motherfucking video, man, I need you guys to do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. We are trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the summer, so I need you guys to show me some motherfucking love, man. We gonna keep on dropping bangers every single week, man. So I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to the motherfucking channel, and let's get into the motherfucking banger video, man. Let's go. So with number 5, we are going to talk about the run pass option, aka the RPO. Now, I didn't talk about this in my last video that I talked about the 5 things that I want to remove from college football 26, but the RPO seems like it has been officially nerfed in college football 26. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that the RPO is officially nerfed, but there's definitely adjustments that stop the RPO. So basically what EA has added in college 26 is that you have an option now to be able to have how your defenders are going to play the RPO. So when you go to coaching suggestions, all you have to do is choose how you want your defenders to play the RPO. If you want them to play more aggressive on the pass, they're going to play more aggressive on the pass. If you want them to play more aggressive on the run, they're going to play more aggressive on the run. So that's something that EA has done a great job as far as controlling those RPO demons, those RPO merchants, man. So this is a great addition to the game. It's definitely going to make defense a lot better, and it's going to make those bird brain players have to actually make a proper read. So I love this from EA. Number 4, Cuatro. Number 4, we are going to talk about the jet sweeps. Now, obviously, the jet sweeps have been probably the most easiest offense in college football 25. It seems like on 25, they did not really do a lot of work as far as gap integrity, as far as having defenders really dig down deep to actually make ways to stop these jet touch passes. But it seems like EA has realized how dominant they were, and they have made adjustments. So basically with these jet touch passes, it seems like there's more gap integrity, that the guys are going to actually shoot the gap a lot better to stop these jet sweeps, that the outside players are going to be able to play those jet sweeps more aggressively. So it won't be as easy to be able to spam these jet sweeps every single play, which is a great thing because, like I said, it caters to these bird brain players who don't have a scheme and they just spam jet sweep. You actually have to make a read in college football 26. So this is a great addition. I'm loving it so far. It's going to make more competitive play more competitive, and it's going to really hurt the bad players, which obviously we want the bad players to be punished for being bad players. So I love this addition, and I think that this is a really, really beneficial part for what they've added in college 26. Number 3, we are going to talk about the overpowered, the fucking just dominant abilities that were in the game. So basically, I kind of broke it down in my last video that talked about the 5 things I wanted gone. So basically, overpowered abilities, takeoff ability, extender. A lot of these abilities that were very, very dominant in college 25 are going to be dimmed down in 26. Number one might be takeoff. Like takeoff, like I said with takeoff in the last video, takeoff is a very, very overpowered ability. If you have a guy with platinum takeoff, and you have a top corner that's on that takeoff player, if you press him, he's getting beat. He's getting cooked off the line easily for a one-play touchdown. So I'm not sure exactly what they did as far as how they nerf takeoff, but I just feel like the takeoff ability should not come down to someone having to press for them to get beat over the top. I still feel like if someone is pressed on someone who has takeoff, they should not get beat off the line easily. I mean, especially if you're a high rated corner. I feel like if you are pressing with someone who has platinum takeoff, that you should be able to at least be able to jam to the slightest extent. Or if you are going to get beat by a step. Don't get beat by 20 yards and get completely cooked. So if they can at least be able to dim it down to that extent, then yeah, I feel like, they've gone somewhere. And this also plays into role with extender, being able to having quarterbacks break tackles or break sacks, easily. So like it just comes down to every other ability as well. Like if they can at least dim it down to where, hey, you still have to be respected that, hey, I have a good offensive lineman and your quick jump should not be fucking running through my offensive lineman because my offensive lineman has abilities too. Everything should just kind of be 50-50. And I hope that that's something that they have also thought about as well. Number two, DOS. We are going to talk about the Dynasty recruitment. So now those of you who've played Dynasty, you guys know how easy it was to recruit players if you had a good program. So if you had a team that was Texas, Alabama, Georgia, you had a hell of a time recruiting. Now, not to say that it still won't be as easy for those top echelon teams, but you're not going to be able to hoard talent. You're not going to be able to just stackpile your team the way you were in 25. So there's actually obviously more that goes into play when it comes down to recruiting. It's going to be more, it's going to be a lot of like deal breakers. It's going to be a lot of just reasons as to why a certain player might not want to play for your team. So being that there's more reasoning added to Dynasty, being that there's more reasoning added to recruiting, is that it just won't be as easy as it was in the past. So this is something that like obviously is good for those of you who are in like a 32-man online dynasty like myself. It's going to be very, very beneficial because of the fact that, obviously we're all fighting for a national championship and you want to be able to play a team during a national championship run that is not just overly stacked, that has a 95 overall team. You want to be able to have things balanced out. Now, obviously, if you have a weaker program, yeah, that won't be the case. But in a situation where it's two players, two teams, who are relatively even as far as talent goes, you want to be able to just kind of even things out in that sense. So I love that they've added a tougher recruitment, basically a tough recruitment process. So I love it. And for the last one, number one, we are going to talk about running the ball. Now, this kind of goes into the same category as the jet sweep touch pass. But those of you who know, running the ball in college 25 was super easy. All you had to do with Bama was, hey, go to that single back formation, tight flex, whatever it's called, and then you pick wide zone. And bro, you can honestly like stretch left, stretch right to death, man. And there was just a very, very tough way to stop it. Now, obviously, if you are advanced player, yeah, you know, or you knew how to stop it. Like you knew what adjustments you had to make to stop the stretch runs. But if you weren't really as advanced, you know, you had a tough time stopping a run in college 25. So it just seems like they've done a great job as far as gap integrity, as far as having defenders know how to shoot gaps and how to play outside leverage to stop these outside runs. So it seems like they've definitely dig deep to try to make running the ball not as easy as it was last season. So I think that's a good thing. I think that it'll definitely kind of balance things out, and it won't let the bad players like overtake the good players, you know what I'm saying? And the bad players are going to actually have to learn how to be able to be more creative on offense, because I think that's something that a lot of people lack is creativity on offense. So that's going to benefit a lot of the good players, because the good players who actually can be able to do both now won't have to worry about having to deal with someone who's just spamming the same plays over and over again and you can't stop it. Now, obviously, if you're playing with a weaker team against a better team, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a tough time stopping a run. But in a sense where you're playing against two good teams, two highly favored teams, two teams that are really good, you should not be able to just run the ball easily as you were last year. So that's something that I can definitely respect. It's going to make, obviously, gaming more competitive. It's going to make things a lot more interesting to see how creative some people are going to be without the RPO, without the running the ball, stretch left, stretch right, without doing the just touch pass. And this also goes into play with the same with shotgun runs. You know, obviously there was wide zone and pistol formation. So it's a good thing that they've added. And I feel like, you know, what College 26 is doing is taking that next step to make it more competitive, you know, make it more challenging, you know, and I feel like that's something that you should always bring to a video game and mix it up with having fun as well. Now, that is it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you liked the video and you enjoyed what you heard, I need you to do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. We are going to be dropping bangers every single week. So I need you guys to show me love like I'm going to show you guys love. And we are going to keep on bringing this thing from the ground up. And we are going to keep on building our way to the motherfucking top. So I need you guys to show love, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. And I'll see you guys on the next video, man.